Hey guys, what's going on? Hope everybody's having a great day. It's getting late here where I am, but I had a busy day and I still wanted to get on and make a quick video. Um, I've talked about coming back to yourself and how this time alone has allowed me to come back to myself and shed some things that no longer serve me, some people that no longer serve me. Um, Before I get into that message, I just want to talk about how this is a no judgment zone as far as what you believe in. I think as long as you're not hurting anyone else or yourself, you can believe, you can do whatever you want. So just because I believe in God, I call it the divine, I call it my power source. Even though I don't go to church, I'm still very much into the Bible. You believe whatever you want, whatever you decide to call your power source, whatever you believe that you derive from, you go ahead and believe that. Everything is about intentions. You could do whatever you want as long as you don't have negative or bad intentions towards someone else. It is not my job to go door to door or make videos or pass out pamphlets talking about how the religion or God that you serve is wrong and how you need to believe what I believe. That is not the standpoint that I take. I would never, ever, and in fact, I've stopped going to certain places to congregate or worship because they wanted you to go door to door and tell people that they were wrong in what they believe. You believe what you want to believe. Wherever you get your nourishment from, as far as your spirituality goes, that's that's your choice. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with what you do. If you want to be a witch, be a witch. Just don't go putting negative intentions out into the world and out into the universe. I met a witch recently. She was telling me all about her belief system and how she believes in the threefold law. If you put something negative out into the universe, it will come back to you threefold. I love hearing about what other people believe, and as long as you're not doing it in a negative way, you do you, boo. There's nothing wrong with that at all. I've met people of all different religions, and they all inspire me in one way or another. It's not my way or the highway, and I don't believe that other people should think that either, but to each their own. I just wanted to throw that out there because I don't believe you should judge people on their belief system. Whatever gets you through, whatever, keeps you moving in a positive direction. Forward movement for all of us is the best thing, no matter how we get there, as long as it's in a positive way. That's what I think you should do. So yeah, back to the message. Coming back to yourself. So reconnecting with your authentic self, the core essence of who you are as a person, without any external influences, whether that be whatever role that you play in your life. If you're a mother, if you're a manager, if you're a worker for a company, a corporation, the relationships that you adapt to, the roles that you play for other people, shedding all of that, hitting reset, shedding the ego, any kind of codependency that you might have on other people or certain roles that you play in your life. Just getting rid of those things, coming back to yourself, to who you are at your core. So I'm just going to hit some bullet points really quickly. This is not going to be a long video. Number one, I would say self-reflection. Separating yourself, just taking time to separate yourself, whether it be isolation is what I ended up in, but that's not what you have to do. Just set some time aside just to be by yourself, just to spend time alone doing reflection on what is most essential to your life, like your values, your desires, your passions, what makes you tick, what gets you excited, what motivates you, your dreams, your aspirations in life. Make a list of them. Start to do more of those things. I really like poetry. I really like reading. I really like painting. I'm very artsy. I did cakes for a long time, which is a artistic way of expressing myself through baking and decorating. I love doing stuff like that. So whatever it is that makes you happy, whether it be create or shows that you like to watch, things that you really enjoy, just you, just for you. Let go of conditioning. I've talked about this before. Let go of conditioning, whether that be things that you learned in school, things that you learned from your parents, things that you learned from government as far as school, really, if you went to government school, which most of the people that I know did. Conditioning from church, sometimes, depending on what you were taught at church, things that you were taught that you were supposed to do. This is what is expected of you. This is what you needed to conform to. I conformed to people pleasing. So at all costs, to my detriment, I would people please. That was what I conditioned myself to do. The environment that I grew up in very much called for me to please the people around me so that my life would go smoothly. So I did a lot of that. So you want to shed those layers, question everything that you were taught, start to rebuild your own belief system, do your research. What were you taught that maybe wasn't so great? What were you taught that was most important to you, that build fundamental value in your life? Start to rebuild based on what works for you now, what you've found to be true, what you've done research on, what you have facts behind. That's let go of your conditioning. That's going to be very freeing. There's a lot of freedom in that. Embrace your authenticity. Be honest with yourself. You're accepting your imperfections. Celebrate your uniqueness. I talked about this with someone today about growing up and having red hair and having curly hair, that when you're younger you really don't want to stand out like that. You want to be like everybody else. I wanted to have blonde hair or brown hair or straight hair because it was so much easier to fix, and most of the girls I went to school with had straight hair. But now that I'm older, I love my red hair. I love my curly hair. So I really try to embrace those things about me that are different. So, whatever that may be for you, embrace that you're unique in your own way. There's no one like you. Imitation is the greatest form of flattery, but there's only one you. There can only be one you. No matter how hard anybody tries to be someone else, you need to stand in your uniqueness and just really shine bright, be who you are, because no one else could ever be that, no matter how hard they try. And you are special. We are all special in our own way. Mindfulness is the next one. Being present, reduce distractions. I like to meditate, breathing exercises. I like to ground myself in nature. I've talked about this before. I love being out in nature. It's very refreshing, very resetting for me. Taking your shoes off, walking around in the grass, being by the water, things like that. Being very mindful of the present moment. Just taking everything in as it is, right there, right then. It's very calming. It reduces anxiety. So just bringing yourself back to center, balancing yourself out, being mindful of everything that's going on with you, and not letting yourself spiral. It's a great way to press reset, being mindful in the present moment when you may have a lot of thoughts going on in your head. Try your deep breathing, try your meditation. And number 5, I think, is probably the most important. I've talked about filling your own cup. So definitely self-care. Prioritize yourself. Nourish your mind, your body, your spirit with taking care of yourself, whether that be journaling, meditation. Again, I cannot stress meditation enough. Exercise. I journal, I exercise. I did 3 miles today. I walked a lot over the weekend. I love getting out and walking and being in nature. That is a big part of self-care for me. I love taking baths. I'm not real big on like makeup and stuff, but I definitely like to do my hair, and I love thrifting. So even though I try not to spend a lot of money on myself right now, I love going to thrift stores. I would have no clothes if it weren't for thrift stores. Even the shoes that I have, I can wear little kids' shoes because my feet are so small. So I have some Nikes that are nice, but they're little boy shoes from the thrift store, and they cost $5, but it was still the way that I could reward myself, because I need shoes like that for walking so that I can be comfortable while I do it. So it doesn't take much for self-care. It could be the smallest thing, like Deion Sanders says in his books. He likes honey buns. That's how he rewards himself and takes care of himself. He doesn't go out and eat a whole box at one time, but honey buns, whatever resonates with you, as a way that you can give back to yourself and honor yourself and take care of yourself, so that you can set time aside to do something just for you, so that you can fill your cup in order to have some for others. It's essential. It's very essential. Coming back to yourself is very rewarding. I would highly, highly recommend it. Everyone needs to be authentic and true to their self. First and foremost, we all are connected, but we're not any good to anybody else unless we can be true to ourselves, take care of ourselves, and really nurture ourselves. It's so important, and I have loved that journey back to myself. Even with everything that I've sacrificed and given up, I am so happy that I am me. I am so happy that my life has gone the way that it has gone, so that I could be the person that I am, and I truly celebrate and appreciate, and I'm proud of myself. So it builds confidence, because you're not playing into someone else's idea of who they think you should be. You are coming back to who you were before any other influences affected your life, whether that be, school or organizations, or, just your friend group, what you thought you had to be to impress others. It's just freedom. It's freedom from all of that. It's loving yourself, appreciating yourself. Everyone needs to do it. We can't be of use to this world. We can't raise the vibrations of this planet unless you can be authentic. Authenticity is everything to me nowadays, because it's who I am. It's who I want to be for everyone else, and I'm not going to be fake. I'm not going to wear a mask. I'm not going to send my representative in to meet anyone. I'm going to meet you where you are, being who I am, and I'm going to show up as that person every single day for the rest of my life. I have no regrets about anything in the past, but that's the way that I plan to live my life from the present and in the future, and I encourage the rest of you to do the same. It's a present. Give that present to yourself. Come back to yourself. I hope everyone has a great day. I'm so glad to be back on here. I had a wonderful day today. I love you, Colin. I love you, Caleb. I love all of you guys. God loves you, and you're never alone.